What's up, Drew? What's up? What's up? Alright, what's up, guys? So I bought a peerless. So, and what's up, Brad, by the way? So, I figured I would throw a build in this thing, show it off a bit, and, Geek Vape Peerless. Do some staggertons to throw them in there. I don't think I ever did basic staggertons on my YouTube channel yet. I'll be doing a real tutorial on them soon. So I'll throw some 42 gauge staggertons in there, and then they usually go quick. As long as everything goes quick, I'm going to show you guys real quick how I'm doing my Razorbacks. So that's why the .2's out. Yeah, the Peerless looks pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of the Icon RDA, and I love the Icon. I noticed one flaw about the Icon this week I was pretty bummed out about. But it vapes great, it builds great. That's why I wanted to throw that big ass build on there, on the Icon. I wanted to show people how versatile it is. So this is that Razorback parallel pitchfork I did last week. And it's a humongous build in here. So yeah, I never vaped the Peerless. It looks cool. There's a couple of things about it I don't think I'm going to love about it. Basically just aesthetics things. Basically the paint. If this is aluminum and this coating I've had on other RDAs, and I didn't really like how it aged. Bones, what's up? SoCo Vapor, what's up? So, but maybe it'll hold up. I could be completely wrong. I love how the bottom looks. That's how the Icon also looks. It's very gold on the bottom. But that also scares me, because the thing about the Icon is that my post started chipping. So I'll show you guys close up. But I believe the post is coated a little differently than the rest of it. So I also picked up some more of a juice that's made in Philly. Or is it made in Jersey? I forget if it's made in Jersey or Philly. I got all the giveaway stuff. So the giveaway packs from the 100 subs is going out within tomorrow or Monday. I got all the juice, I got all the wire. But PVS e-liquid, this blueberry donuts is really good. This is a local company. I've met the guy that makes the juice. Yeah, it's based out of Philadelphia, Philly Vape Society. So, pretty cool dude, and I know that he gives the advocacy a lot with the sales of the juice. Really good stuff. I haven't had it in a while. I haven't tried the cannoli. I haven't tried the cannoli, but I like the one with the Ouija board on it is like a spiced cookie. I really like that. The alien juice that they have is really good also. There's a couple of juices that I really like from them. They came out with that Sick Boy stuff, the lemon. But this parallel Razorback pitchfork comes out to... You know what? I'll do it on the DNA. It's a .07. Yeah, nice mod, right? So I got this mod off of Brad, and I love it. It's an H Cigar DNA 250. I've been wanting to ask you because somebody asked me, Brad, was this updated with the? Somebody asked me, I forget what update they were talking about. But they said I should really do the update if it's not done already. Yeah. .07. That's going to be backwards to use guys, but I still got to color it, take more pics. But alright, and I'll update it. I know it's pretty easy to do. Alright, so I'm going to flip the camera around. And I'm going to start this staggerton. I'm just going to do like the most basic staggerton. A staggerton, a basic staggerton is ribbon staggered. You put round frames on there, and then you go into the spaces. So it's a lot like a frame staple. It just looks different, a little more intricate looking. Vape's pretty much the same. But a staggerton, by definition, I see a lot of people not defining it properly. A staggerton, by definition, is whenever there's any ribbon staggered in your build, that's a staggerton variation. So as long as there's staggered ribbon in your build, you got a staggerton. But the basic staggertons are staggered ribbon, frames, and fuse wrap it. But whenever you stagger ribbon, you got a staggerton. Spaced ribbon, and go in the spaces. So I'm gonna do an 10 ply staggerton. Yeah, I'll do 10 ply. I'll do 27 gauge frames, 10 ply 0.4, 27 gauge frames, and 42 gauge for all the Clapton. Super excited about Game of Thrones tomorrow. I can't wait. Been watching the Mayweather McGregor press conferences this week. They were awesome. Lots of good stuff going on in media. So I got a new tripod. I just got to figure out how I'm going to use it properly. I might have to use my old one for some view and use the new one for other. Yeah, this ain't gonna work out. It's too short. It's probably just gonna be a mixture of Daenerys and Jon Snow. It's probably just gonna be Targaryen all the way. That's what I think. I think a lot of people are gonna die these next 2 seasons, though. It seems like all the characters that are left, they kind of want you to think. The characters that are left, they kind of want you to think that, yeah. It's probably going to be Khaleesi. They want you to think that they're going to be, till the end, but obviously, people are going to die. I hope it's like, just somebody like Sansa and not, whatchamacallit. I don't think Bram's dying. I watched this thing, if anybody is like real into Game of Thrones, I don't dig spoilers. I don't like that shit. I like to just see how shit plays out, but I do like people that do theories on it. And there's a guy on YouTube, his channel's name is Game of Theories. And I've been watching his channel a lot. He does a good job of just doing theories, and he does really good theories. He puts his videos together real good. They're enjoyable to watch, and he knows a lot of the history on the Game of Thrones books and the graphic novels, and he kind of tells you how things kind of play out in that, and maybe they'll bring it to the screen. So Game of Theories is a good channel if you want to watch something, and it's not really spoilers. It's not really going to spoil anything, but he does some theories that I think he said that most of, like 90% of his theories usually pan out. But he says some pretty crazy shit on there. Alright. So I'm going to do a ribbon mix in this. I'm going to do some Canthal, some Nichrome, just to keep the ohms at a decent level. I like mixing ribbon. I don't know if I've ever done it on the YouTube channel yet, but it's just something that I do instead of using all Canthal. I don't like using 100% Nichrome in my staple builds. I don't think it heats up at a good rate when all the wires are trying to heat up at the same time. But let me get on with this. I'll get the peerless out, put the staggertons in the peerless, and I'll run through a razorback real quick. So I need to pull out about 16 inches of ribbon. I'm going to do 3 pieces of Canthal and 2 pieces of Nichrome. so that I have 6 and 4 when I bend them. I'm going to see if I could do this without stretching my ribbon. It's coming off the spool straight enough, so I shouldn't have to stretch it to straighten it. Your first RDA? That's awesome. Peerless, you'll always remember your first. Actually, I could show you guys what my first RDA was. I was actually going to put a build in it for like a Throwback Thursday post. One second, I just had it out. This was my first RDA. It was a clone. It's the Omega. Of course, it caught my eye because I already had the Libra tattoo. So the Omega caught my eye with the same kind of symbol. And this is, I mean, damn, this is almost 4 years ago. I still got it built in there too. So these holes were huge for back in the day. You didn't have to drill these out. These were good enough. These are like dot mod 1 size. It's pretty airy for its time. But the holes in the deck, the dish is really deep, and you had to kind of put your build in there so that the air would come up and under. 3 post. The post holes are extremely tiny. I drilled them out a little bit, but it was hard to drill out because the deck's in the way. But it also came with this thing too. It came with a regular drip tip, and then when it came out, cigar cigar mods were pretty big, so it came with this drip tip also. This ridiculous drip tip. But I must have took the O-ring off and put it on something else at some point. Yeah. So looks like I just got some kind of twisted wire or some kind of helix in there. This build in here is probably like 3.5 years old or something. You might even be able to find the post in my whatchamacallit. Yeah, long ass drip tip, right? Yeah, it's some kind of twisted wire, twisted with twisted wire. Alright, enough of that. How far we come in a short amount of time. I'm gonna put a crazy build in that though. Yeah, I'm gonna put a crazy build in this one Thursday. And it's got single airflow too. It's got 2 holes and then 1 hole. I don't know who made the Omega. And this is a clone, obviously. The real one, I think, was like $160. Yeah, what's up, Drew? Oh, Fresh, what's up? I'm loving that juice fresh, especially that strawberry, man. I you know, I don't vape just one juice, but I'm vaping that shit. I gave a 30 mil of this, of the strawberry, to a buddy. Other than that, I vaped all that. But that strawberry, even my buddy says, he's been vaping for a while. Awesome. He's been vaping for a while, and he said that he thinks that might be his favorite strawberry he's ever tasted too. I haven't had a strawberry cream that I liked in a while. And it's sweet, but it's not killing my cotton. And I'm pretty sure everybody in here watches Fresh, I'm sure, but if you don't, go check out Fresh on YouTube and Instagram. More so YouTube. But I'm pretty sure everybody in here either already does or seen me from his show, and that's why you're here. Alright. So, I got my 5 strands of ribbon. Before I get started with this, I'm going to get some water. And I'm going to get some 40 gauge ready. Just about 12 inches of 40 gauge ready for me to wrap stuff with. And my hot glue. And turn my fan on. Now I'm ready. So I'm going to take my 5 pieces. So Fresh, is that strawberry the one that you made the one Saturday on the video? I never watched that video, but I did see Divine and Strawberry in the name, and I wasn't sure. Yeah, well, that's good. So I got my 10 pieces of ribbon. I bent my 5 pieces in half to get 10 pieces. And I wrapped it with some 40 gauge after I got the bend in it and got it all nice and neat. Okay, yeah. Cool. So that's really just a private recipe that you don't give out. Yeah, it's funny to see that it's a sweet flavor, and it's like it's damn near as sweet as like these other juices that I'm vaping that are like a lot of sweetener in it and just destroy cotton, and that doesn't destroy cotton, but it's the sweetness absolutely it's funny to see that you can get a juice sweet and not have it absolutely murder your cotton. I like sweet juices though because I drink coffee a lot, and when I'm not drinking this Starbucks stuff, I'm like, I'm the type that I used to put like a ton of sugar in my coffee, like so much so that now, like if I were to put the same amount of sugar in there, it would almost make me sick to the stomach. But I know people I used to work with, when they see me put sugar in my coffee, they'd be like, God damn. But I'm cutting down on sugars and stuff. So now I try to put like hardly any sugar in my coffee. So vaping something sweet goes with my coffee, and it helps me not use sugar in my coffee. And strawberry cream's like a perfect coffee pairing. Any pastry or anything like that. Cream. Alright. What's up, Mark? Clean as fuck coils. What's up? I'm gonna put some hot glue on my ends here. I like to do that with my staggertons before I do the actual parallel Clapton, because it just holds the stack neater. It's another 1 minute of work to make things go a lot smoother. Yeah, because there's some juices out there that are they're ridiculous. One of my favorite juices right now is very sweet, and I never had anything kill coils like this stuff does. Luckily, it's really good, and I can't stop vaping it, so it kind of outweighs the whole cotton and coil thing. But if a juice ain't good enough and it's killing my coils, most likely I'm going to stop buying it. So that juice got to be really good. What am I doing? Alright. Now I gotta get my 42 gauge. I have a little spool and a big spool. For no other reason other than Pure Atom has started selling big spools. So with these spools, I need 2 plastic bags. I like this bag the best. I'm gonna put my 1 spool in this bag. I'm gonna close up this bag just enough that the spool can't come out. So I leave a pretty big opening in there. Close it like that much. And then when my wire pulls, the spool's going to just feed me. Put my other spool in this bag. And do the same thing, only smaller. When I pull, it's going to feed me. Get my drill. Actually, there's nothing in the teeth. Get my loop. Put it on my swivel. The other end of this wire, I put it in my drill. I put the hot glue in there, so the hot glue is almost like a handle for my drill to grab onto. Close it down tight, but make sure I'm not messing anything up. I'm going to pull, make sure it's in there good, and also when I pull, my ribbon should be going straight across, nice and tight, because that's how I glued it. If you prep stagger tins the right way, they're fairly easy to get done in a nice amount of time, in a quick amount of time, I should say. A nice amount of time would probably be a long time. So my knee is like right here under the table. What's up, other Mark? And Portman, what's up? Kenny, what's up? So I put the 1 bag on the left side of my knee, of my left knee. I put the other bag on the right side of my left knee. My left knee, because my swivel is on the left of me, and I'm going to be moving towards that way. And then I'm going to take both pieces of 42 gauge, which is extremely hard for you guys to see. There you go. And I'm going to put them both as close together without twisting them as I can. And as I do that, I'm also going to hand wrap it around this and keep them close together for that first wrap. And then I'm going to wrap back towards the drill, just to hand wrap to get it started. So whoever's never tried this bag method before, especially with 42 gauge, you're probably going to think it's crazy that I'm clapping in 42 gauge with my hands. But 2 pieces of 42 gauge are as strong as a piece of 36 when you're holding 2 of them together. So if you're careful about it and you're doing it the right way, it's fairly strong as 2 wires. It's not like I'm just holding 1 piece of 42. Alright, so I got that hand wrapped around there. And now both wires are coming out of my drill, not twisted. Alright. I can cut this excess off. Alright. And then I'm just going to pull my wires tight. And just with my fingernail, I'm going to push them 2 wires closer to the drill. Alright. And then I'm going to start slow. Make sure that my staples don't mess up. And get them wires even closer together. The 42 gauge. Get them meeting up a little closer up at the drill. And then once I pick up speed, I'm not going to want to stop. So I start off slow, make sure my staples are good. Once I get a good foundation there, and I get my 42 close, I start speeding up. And just move down this wire just like a regular Clapton. And I hold the wire just like this. You're probably going to not see my hand after a little bit because I move a little more down, because the more room you give from your hand to the ribbon stack is the more room that it could get in the right position. Alright, I started fucking up, you see that? gotta move this camera. I can't see. Hey Fresh, what's that secret Adore flavor? I think they actually released that, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it's that lemon flavor that they're showing on Instagram. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the wait's over. But if it's not, I'm sure Fresh isn't gonna tell you. What's up, Frank? Alright, that's good enough. I just broke one of the 42 gauge, but I got plenty enough here. So fuck it. So the one broke. The other one's still long. I'm going to leave 2 inches on of it. I just didn't keep the proper angles. What happened there because the camera tripod was in my way. Yeah, lemon ecstasy. Lemon meringue pudding over sponge cake. Adore e-liquid. I have never tried Adore e-liquid, and I know I have to. Actually, I need to order some when I get off of here. Yeah, you must have been working a lot, Frank. So now I'm taking just the other piece of 42. Pulling, and my drill's in reverse. So it's leaving a space behind. That was that fucked up bit. That's why it looked a little different at the end where I fucked up there. Stop what, yeah. Yeah, I could actually... I actually have money on my card now. I could actually order it. Literally, like right now on the computer. I actually, ever since I started, I used to order from a place close to me. But that was like years ago. Ever since, I mean, the past 3 years of vaping, I don't order juice online. I literally go to the brick and mortar and I just vape what's there. And most of the brick and mortars have a lot of different kinds of juices near me. I think I already know what I would order. It wouldn't be hard for me to pick from Adore, because I mean, I like yogurt flavors, so I'd probably get the Addie's yogurt, and I'd probably buy that lemon stuff because I like lemon meringue vapes. And oh geez, let me get my battery on the charger. Oh yeah guys, I'll be right back. My battery's downstairs. Alright, I'm back. I'm working all weekend, so I kind of fell asleep when I got home. I woke up to eat and took a shower. That's why I was kind of late on here today. Oh, good. The other battery's charged anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I ain't down for animal abuse. I don't think anybody says they're down for animal abuse. But, yeah, it's fucked up. I don't like people. In my neighborhood, a lot of people let their cats outside and don't take care of them. And my neighborhood isn't like there's like no grass. It's literally it's a concrete jungle, really. It's all cement and streets and one-way streets, two-way streets. People walking their dogs every day. Some people don't walk them on leash. And then you got these cats roaming around. Any three-way street? There is actually some three-way streets. Alright. So the gap's super tight because it's only 42 gauge gaps. But there's a 10 ply staple with 42 gauge and 42 gauge gaps. They're super up close. Alright, thanks guys. Alright. So now I'm going to use 27 gauge for my frames. I usually use 28, but I want it to be a little hotter. So I get a length of 27. 2 times the size. Stretch it to make it straight. Cut it off. But yeah, Fresh, let me know the next time you want to do like a build thing, a build show, right? I had a builder pretty well known that said that he would like to join us. I'd probably have to give him a couple day warning. Nothing too crazy, just like a 1 or 2 day warning. very talented builder that I don't think he's ever done a YouTube show. He does do live shows. That's all I'm saying. I think I would be free this Friday. I'll DM you and I'll see if it's alright with him. Either way, I'm good with it. I'll see if he's also free. I'm sure he is, because I'm pretty sure he usually is either watching a show or doing a live video at that time. So I got my 27 gauge frames on here. I'm just binding it a couple times. Not really completely necessary to bind it 4 times. I just do. And they're just on the sides of my ribbon. So my ribbon's still going to be standing up in the build. 27 on the sides. I'll show you a close-up so you can kind of see how I binded this and what it looks like at this point. But typically, if you watched any of my other videos, this is one of the more simple staggerton variations that I've done. Frank says he loves it when it's standing up. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the YouTube shows is I don't know if anybody else sees it. I think somebody said that the comments do come up, but you can't see the chat when I'm watching the video. Like, I can't see what you guys say in real time when I go back and watch the video. So that was the beginning where I started off. So it seems like I'm just sitting here talking to myself when you watch the video. Obviously, people know that I'm doing them live because it says it. Yeah. And does anybody else ever watch the live and see the comments as the video plays? Maybe I have some kind of setting on that's not letting me see it. Sounds like Frank needs some eye contact. Which kind of sucks. I would like people to see the chat because sometimes, you know, well, most of the time people are saying things that are fairly relevant. Relevant, funny, or a good question or whatever. So it would be good to have them comments up there. The chat with the red dots in the replay are as they were in live. Yeah. Maybe I'm doing something wrong when I'm watching it. I mean, I don't watch it much. I usually just put it on to see how the quality was. I'm not into watching myself, and I'm getting used to it now. But anybody that has ever heard the sound of their own voice, like on a recording, it's fucking weird. I'm getting real used to it now. Like it's just natural to me now. But when you first hear it, it's just a weird thing. It is. It's just weird. Whoa, what the fuck was that? I don't know what happened. How did you guys stay here? Wait, how are you guys here and kick me out? That ain't fair. I don't know what happened. I didn't hit nothing. Huh. Oh, you don't make food. You stay right here. I'm back on, right? You guys could, okay. Ooh. Says fresh. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I didn't hit no buttons. It wasn't giving me no warnings that my connection was low. But let me fuse this thing, because we still got to put it in the peerless. Look at the peerless a bit, and then I just want to show you guys real quick how I'm doing razorbacks, which didn't take too long. So I get my 42. I'm going to wrap it around one of the pieces of 27 sticking out of my drill, just to get it anchored on here. What's up, Josh? Cut that 27 off, and then it's pretty much just finding your angle from here. Finding your angle, finding your pressure. I start off slow just to make sure everything's going good. Sometimes you got to use your nylon pliers to crimp down a bit. I start off slow. And this is where I started off with this staggering, so it's a little messed up here anyway. This is going to be a lead. So I get a nice little start there. Now I'm going to crimp this down, get it nice and flat. So once again, I get a good foundation to start. And you guys didn't even see me do that. That's alright, I'll do it again. Alright, this is a little tricky because 27 gauge was a little bit of a poor choice, and I'll tell you why. I guess it's kind of good that I did it because this is something that happens. So, .4 ribbon is 4 millimeters tall, obviously. Alright, 26 gauge is a little higher than .4. Okay? So 27 is a little shorter than .4. So it's still lower than the .4, but not by much. So usually this isn't a problem if you have like 40 gauge or 38 gauge, because you also have that 40 gauge sticking up. So the ribbon is .4 plus 40 gauge high. Alright, so you still catch them grooves. With the 42, it's so small that it barely makes it higher. It does make it higher. The .4 is still higher than the 27, and the 42 makes it a little higher, but it's very close. So I gotta pull good pressure on this to get it tight in there. And I gotta pay more attention basically to get this clean, because it's not just gonna fall into them grooves so easily. 28 would have been the smarter choice, and 30 would have been way better. I would have flew through this. 28 I probably would have too. 27 and 26 would have sucked. And 24, forget about it. You wouldn't have caught the grooves at all. 24 would have been higher than this. So it's something to keep in mind when putting your frames on. I didn't really think about that, because I haven't had the issue happen to me in a bit. So basically, pulling tension looks like it's going to solve this problem, and just keeping all my wires nice and neat as I come up to them. It's almost like doing a groove fuse. That's the kind of pressure I'm using. I'm at 42. You can go back and fix it. You don't want to do it too much. Like, you see me break this 42 at the end of me staggering. It's because I reversed it one too many times. When you reverse wire, you're making it brittle because you're using it twice or 3 times. I gotta switch my battery. Forgot to do that. I didn't hear what people were saying. Are you guys talking about killer custard? I haven't tried the strawberry custard yet, and it's not out. I think I'm able to try it because I have a couple friends that are sponsored by them, but I haven't been able to meet up with one of them friends since it's been put out. But I'll definitely buy it and tell you guys what I think as soon as it comes out. I really like the killer custard, so I'm sure I'll like the strawberry one. I guess there was never a strawberry killer custard, because killer custard isn't a new flavor. Killer custard's been out for quite a while. I'm talking about maybe more than a year. It just got a different bottle. Vapetasia is a fairly old company in the business. So tight pressure, going fast, holding the drill away from my swivel. So everything's just good pressure. What's up, Dan? Nope, done. Alright. Can snip this 42 off. Snip this little bit off. Actually, we'll get a good little shot here. I leave this bit on. Snip this off. I usually like to make them a little longer than that, but 7 is quite enough. I'll get my 5 wraps out of that to throw in the peerless. Alright. Let me show you what this looks like real quick. Wrap up the now he vapes his sugar. Yep. And I'm not even going to mess with rolling this out because it's 42 gauge and I really don't want to mess with it like that. Alright, 27 gauge frames, 10 ply 0.4, mixed ribbon, some Canthal, some nichrome, 42 gauge, everything. No, you cannot have that. This is for the peerless, silly. Actually, I am running low on the 0.4 nichrome now because, for a couple reasons. I mean, oh, it's something I can make again. DM me. This is in the middle of the 2 coils. I messed up there, but if it's in the middle, I don't worry about it. Because I know it's not going to be in my coils. Alright. Let's get her done. So. going to get my ruler one more time. Actually, I'm not going to get my ruler. I'm going to wrap it like this. So at 42, you don't want to touch this very much at all. The roughness of your hands, the oils on your hands alone can really pop this 40. When wrapping this, also something you want to watch out for is, I wanted to get a shot of this, whatever, I'll get it later. I'm going to, what was I just saying? Oh, when wrapping this, okay. So on the side of the stagger tin, there's 42 gauge, spaced 42 gauge. So it's almost like a little cheese grater on the side, I guess you could say. It's rigid, you know, it's serrated. So when you wrap this, it's got teeth, exactly. So when you wrap this, them teeth will pull on each other if you wrap it too tight together. Alright, so it's something you gotta just think about when you're wrapping. You can't be wrapping it and pulling them tight together the whole time. So when I bring this around, alright, I don't really want them tight together like that. I'm just going to bring them off each other just a little bit and come more of a downward motion, so they're not rubbing against each other. It's hard to see because of how I'm wrapping this, but so when my wires are short, I like to just not cut it off just yet. I can like hear little clicks when I leave it tight together. This one I definitely popped the first wrap. You see that little pop there? So even trying, I still popped it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get. I haven't even opened this yet. Damn, that's big in there. I didn't realize it's like that. This is, yeah, anything will fit in here. God damn. I'm a little confused by what's going on. I don't even know anything about this thing. Because now that I look at it, there's like no threading on the two inside screws. So, I'll learn this as I go. I bet it's not going to be that rough. Oh, it comes with a different drip thing too. Oh, you can put your own drip tip on here. Somebody told me that you can't put your own drip tips on here. Oh, it comes with a squonk pin too. Oh, it's on. Oh, now I get it. Okay. So I cut that lead short because I want to get a little more out of this first wrap that popped. So let me wrap it first, make sure nothing else pops on me before I take out the other wrap. So that's all good. So now I got like 6 wraps in this coil. Yeah, so there's the little gaps on the top for just round wire, comp wire, I guess. Yeah, like Mark just said. It just looks like if you wanted to do that, the them screws would be sticking up like crazy. Like, them screws are long as hell. So I kind of don't get it. But let's see what happens. Hold on. Maybe there's some kind of magic. Alright. Is it just me, or does this Allen key not fit in this hole? What the hell? Is this shallow? What the hell would they do that for? This Allen key hole, is it just me, or is this Allen key hole very shallow? Talk to me, Mark. It just seems so shallow, this Allen key hole. This isn't the right size. Alright, so I gotta go to the big Allen key. It's so fucking shallow. It doesn't go in there, like... Alright, so if I wanted to put comp wire in there... What? Good thing I'm not going to use this for comp wire, because I don't like that. It's like there's no... Once I get it up there... Check it out. It's not even open yet. Alright, I'm going to go one more quarter turn around. Alright, now it's a little open. Good luck getting something in there. And now it's out. I don't know. I might be doing something wrong. I don't think so, but... I'm not going to use this for comp wire. Anyway. You put it to the side? Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. So, you don't put this all the way up. I understand now. Okay. So this is smaller by design. I got you. Okay. I get it now, guys. So the whole reason why it's smaller right there is because this isn't supposed to come all the way out. It's supposed to be blocking that off. So that's right. You're not supposed to pull it all the way up. That's good. And then when you put, let me get a piece of 22 gauge. So yeah, I was doing something wrong. I was gonna say, it's weird. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, well then this is the best RDA ever. So I got a piece of 22 gauge here just to show you. I throw that in there. Alright, it's going through. And then that screw will tighten down. That makes sense. And it's not as shallow now. I guess I broke the screw in because it's not shallow anymore. Now it's going in. It was definitely shallow when I started. I don't know if there's paint in there or what. This one still feels shallow. This one's going all the way in. Whatever though. So now you tighten it and this wire ain't going nowhere. Pull on that, it's not doing anything. Alright, that's pretty cool. I like it. So in theory, you could put 2 builds in here, which I'm absolutely going to be trying one day. That downstairs build just has to be pretty thick. And I could get a wire in each of them. Or I could get a wire up there and then just do these. Okay. Alright, let's put these staggertons in here. That Allen key is fine, it stays in there. I might have to change this Allen key out. It feels like there's like paint in there. That one's stuck in there. There you go. Alright. Yeah, it looks like you could do a lot with it. I mean, these posts are far away from each other. Damn near the same as the icon. Only the icon's got that kind of offset deal going on. But they're damn near the same width. I put that big ass build in that icon. But And the Icon's an awesome price. I think I would definitely buy another one. I love how it vapes. If you see right here, it's fucking chipping. What are you gonna do? I still love that. Yeah, kind of sucks. I was disappointed when I seen it yesterday, especially since most of the reason why I buy these RDAs is to be taking pictures with them. And I love gold RDAs, gold decks. If an RDA has a gold deck, most likely I'm gonna buy it. So much extra room for activities. Bunk beds were a horrible idea. Why'd you make us do it? This is actually the first gold-plated deck that I had that did some shit like that. Now, I did have it in an ultrasonic cleaner pretty long before I noticed that. But, I mean, we're talking 7 minutes instead of usual 3 to 5 minutes. I don't think that's what it is. Maybe I just got a post that wasn't primed good. Because it's only happening to the one post. And I've looked at other pictures and I don't see other people's doing that. And I hear he could do that. Like, I understand that. But luckily it's only a $30 RDA. But I mean, I used to use my dot mod every day with hot builds in it. And my dot mod version 1.5's gold is still good. There's nothing wrong with it. So this is how I install my coils. This is how I expect other people to install my coils when they get them off of me. I install one, cut the leads. Take that one out. And then get the other coil, install it, cut the leads, leave it in, and put the other build in. I like to put it close to the posts and then pull away from the post to get the coil a little tighter. Really? Your dot mod chipped? See, I never had a problem with dot mod. I got 3 of them. The dot mod definitely shouldn't do it for how much they cost. And they don't, for me, anyway. All right. So because I had to, them staggertons popped and I had to bring it out, that little fucked up part did make it in my coil. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I could turn them over and hide it. I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually going to, I want to vape this thing, so I'm going to pulse this up real quick, get it wicked, and fucking vape it. So, let's see what they start out at. So I turn. What? Wow, that's low. That's alright. That's why I got a DNA, a triple parallel. I actually like vaping around that anyway. But that's a low build. I didn't expect that. So I leave it. I even usually put the watts lower than this when I start pulsing. But I'm trying to get through this in a decent time, wick it up, and show you guys a Razorback real quick. This mod is the H Cigar DNA 250. I guess it's called a VI 250. Brad would know more. I actually got this off of him. VT 250. And so far I love it. Basically, you know, got it off of them for this very reason. For low builds, pulsing them, coloring them up, being safe. I never had a DNA before. All I had to pulse was either my triple parallel, which ain't good for coloring, and my TM box, which is also perfect for it. But DNA chips are just known for being more precise. And I love how this thing vapes with any kind of build in there. With high builds, with low builds, it don't matter. I keep locking it. Yeah, my triple parallels charged fully too, so I probably could do that. I mean, this thing hits just like that though. second. Hey, I haven't talked to Vape Daddy in a while either. The colors are like perfectly matching the deck now. Matching the screws and the gold deck. Purple and gold, blue and gold, purple and gold. And now I'm going to put the watts up a bit. And they're pretty much heating evenly already, heating from the middle. So I just got to get them a little tight. I have some spacing in there since when I wrapped it I tried to hold them off of each other so it wouldn't rip. It's a big deck though, and the well is like super deep, super deep. This well is like crazy deep. Oh shit, it even goes down more. So I'm just on the top section. So now I can go down even more. I mean, look at that fucking thing. Yeah, squonk well for sure. Yeah, because the squonk pin is higher than the deep well. So it'll fall in there and stay in there. Yeah, this will probably go on my squonk box. Alright, let me show you, trying to get some good lighting on this. Yeah, pretty nice color. What the hell was that? Oh, you know what that is? I think I just hit the paper when it was hot. Up to a 0.08 now. I'm gonna have to wash this off before I wick it. Looks like I got like a paper fragment on there or something. Alright, I'm gonna let that cool down. some wick ready. Alright, so Razorbacks, thanks guys. Yeah, no heart button. So Razorbacks, I think I learned a new way to do them better, more consistently. I used to use just my ceramic tweezers to hold the ribbon up straight. It would just go in between this line. I would hold it close to the core and just go down. You have to have good hands to do this. But with the new way, it's a lot easier. But I'm noticing what I'm learning now is only 50% of the time I'm decoring it and getting it all the way off easily. Sometimes it's really hard to get the decor off. So hopefully I do one that I can get the decor off. So I could show you how I'm doing it. But I could definitely show you how I clapped in it on my cores. That's the easy part for me. It's the decoring to make aliens out of it that's getting a little harder for me to do. That's the hard stuff. And I've heard other people say it too, that Alright, Frank, thanks for stopping by, hanging out. I probably could have used this in the beginning. I bet you it says right there how you use it. Probably open it right up here. Whatever. Andrew, you out? Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, wait, Andrew's out? It's like noon. It's like noon where he's at. No, it's like, it's actually like 4 o'clock in the morning, ain't it? Yep. 4:20 in the morning. $4:18, yep. I usually cut an angle in my cotton the opposite way, but I've seen a post lately about cutting. I usually cut the angle like that downward. And I've seen a post recently that said to try it like this, with the angle up. Awesome. Well, and what's up, Mickey, if you could hear me? Wait, what about before you leave? I think I could show pretty much most of the razor back from an angle like this. Alright, man, thanks for hanging out. Hey, if anybody's got to go, I mean, this video will be up, so just go. You'll see it later. You know what I didn't do? That's fine. This is the airflow holes. It's kind of a mutation X style. There is a single coil option. Turns pretty good. I'm still looking at a 0.07. I'm going to put it up to like 111 watts. That was hot. I had half the holes open. It was a pretty tight draw. I'm going to open up 6 of the holes out of 9 and a little line. Yeah, this is a lot. Yeah, I like that better. I think most of the time opening RDAs up all the way isn't my style. It's too airy. Yeah. 6 holes is for me. I'm getting really good flavor off of it too. This is hot, but this ain't hot. It's nice. I like it. So far, I like it. I'll tell you what I think about it next Saturday. I'll tell you what I like about the Peerless. I'm gonna try to vape it all week. Let these guys know. I want to try. I would love to get an RDA each week. and put a build in there every week. Fresh, do you think that's Ultim? I was talking with a buddy. So Ultim is usually a different kind of, I guess it does look like that. Ultim is usually a different kind of color. Or a different kind of texture. This almost looks like it's made to look like Ultim. Maybe it is Ultim, I don't know. I was talking with a buddy about that though. Whether it's Ultim, single dual airflow. Yeah, maybe it's polished. It's definitely made to look like Ultim, I know that. I don't see where it says what kind of strip tip it is. I'll have to get back to you. To me, it doesn't matter. I like how it looks. It's not getting hot, that's all that matters. It's very thick. Very thick drip tip. It's a little hard to pull out. Not hard to turn, hard to pull out though. There you go. Nice. Alright. I'm going to try to show you guys this as quickly as possible. I'm not doing anything with this Razorback wire. I'm just going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm going to do a video on it anyway at some point. Probably not going to be one of the newest videos, but at some point I'll do a Razorback tutorial. But I know a lot of people want to know how to do Razorbacks. I showed a way before real quick on a live video with these, but SoCo, I'll talk to you. So I have this Irving, I believe. I believe this is an Irving clamp. It's pretty fucking strong. I mean, 2 fingers, I could hardly open it. I put tape on there so it's a little smoother. That rubber has a lot of traction to it. So I put some blue tape on there so it's a little more slippery. And this is a strong clamp. I think these would work too. If you put tape on these, I think this would also work. This is a little less strong, but it's also too big. This one's a lot smaller, so it hangs from my drill at a good size. So I've been doing it around 26 gauge. You could do it around whatever. I would suggest the smallest gauge you go around is 26. I don't think 38 is going to be a good idea. Or 28. Definitely not 38. You're not Razorbacking over 38. And I'm using 0.2 ribbon. You could use the same thing with 0.3 though. But Pure Atomist has 0.2 ribbon. I got my 0.2 ribbon in a bag here. But 0.2 nichrome. So I'm going to get a piece of... I'm going to try it with Kanthal, because nichrome I've been 50-50 with decoring it. So I'm going to use Kanthal 26 and see how that does. You know what? I'm going to use stainless steel. I think that would be smarter. .26 gauge stainless steel. This is Coil Society stainless steel. I also have pure Animus stainless steel. So, purple spools of pure Animus are stainless steel. 316L. But I got a lot of this Coil Society. I don't use it much since I have the pure Animus. Stainless steel is a lower resistance than nichrome. So I'm going to stretch my stainless steel to make it straight. I did notice you don't want like any kinks in this wire. That might be the problem I'm having with decoring it. So I'm going to make sure there's like absolutely no bends in this at all. And I'm just going to get like a 12-inch piece that's perfectly straight. And I'm going to be careful with it. The one I decored, it came off smooth. The one that I used for that parallel build, that thing came off so smooth. I was able to get 2 aliens out of it. It was my first Razor Hulk I did, and it went smooth as could be. First try, I got it. It's fairly easy once you get the razor back down. So is there some stainless that isn't lower? I know 316L is lower than nichrome 80. Yeah, I get it's not crazy lower, but all the experience I had, it's lower. But it looks like in case you guys can't see the comments, Fresh is telling me that it depends on the stainless and the nichrome. So there may be some stainless out there that isn't lower than nichrome. But if I do like an all stainless build, the same as I just did an all nichrome build, it's going to be far lower. Damn, Brad. So same thing, I got my .2 in my bag. I drop it on the floor. It's going to just feed me as I need it. I'm going to take my .2 and wrap it around my 26 just to get it in the drill chuck. Alright. Yeah, nichrome 90 is pretty low. That might be lower than stainless if that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Let me see if I this new tripod I got, I think I'll be able to get close-ups with it. I'm like on the wire right now. Ain't getting more close-up than what I'm getting right now. I just need something to put under this. Cool. Alright. So here's my ribbon coming in. And basically, I'm going to get the clamp, and I'm going to clamp it the flat side of the ribbon, obviously. Alright. I mean, the ribbon's just going to go flat in the clamp. You're not going to be able to stand it up in the clamp. And I don't put it in the middle here for a couple reasons. There's a groove in the clamp, and it's too strong in there. It's better when it's coming in on the side a bit. Alright? So this is going to have the ribbon standing up, going into the wire. And it's going to get close to this 26. Alright? And once it gets closer, actually, I'm already standing up. If you just guide it there, the ribbon's already standing up on my core. Alright? And it's still standing. Alright. So once I go fast, it's going to stand up even more. But you see it starts to stand up and then it stands up. So this clamp's just going to hold it. And you want to push a teeny bit of pressure against the wire that's already clamped. So basically, how do I explain this? It would be really cool if I get a close-up of this. Yeah, give me a minute, guys. I would love to get a real close-up shot of what's going on here. Just bear with me a minute. Okay. So I twist this around. It doesn't have to be super tight. Sometimes you can get them tight together. Sometimes it's a little spaced. Either way, you're going to get what you need. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna step back so you guys can see what I'm doing with this thing. Alright. So I'm guiding it with my hand, but I'm also angling it into the drill. Just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to stop there. I got a lot of wire here. I'm going to clip the... Yeah, I don't think anybody that's not sponsored by, whatchamacallit, by, Vapetasia, I don't think anybody's been able to try it unless you're connected to the company somehow. So usually when you see pictures of a juice, you're seeing it coming out. Usually people sponsored by a company get it before the public does. Alright, so I'm going to clip my point 2. This part's pretty important. Clip my point 2, pull this straight, and let go of my clamp. I should get some kind of recoil action out of this. And I got, like, no recoil. Okay. And it's on here so tight. Jeez. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my core out. This is the part that I only get like 50% of the time. I'm going to take my core out of my drill and untie that ribbon from it, because I don't want the ribbon in my drill. I only want the core in my drill. I want only the core to spin when I loosen this up. If the ribbon spins, the ribbon starts to do this unwinding thing, which all wire does, but when you have ribbon that's standing up on its 0.1 side, it's not good when it uncoils like that. It starts to lose its shape that you just got. So I'm unwrapping a bit here. A door whore. So Vape, instead of DIYing, or Fresh, instead of DIYing, buys a door, Omegeddon, and vaping swag. Alright. So now I'm going to unclap in a little bit of the end here. And just this part, you got to be careful. It's still so tight on this wire. Okay, it's moving a little bit down here. So now I'm going to grab this just like I would do an alien decor. And loosen this up. It's loose a little bit more. Up to here, it's not loose anymore. So there's a lot of things you could do with this. You could wrap this up just like this if you want it. Or you could loosen it and clap it in the grooves, maybe make a staggered build. I would like to do one of them very soon. But what I'm doing is I want to show you guys what this decoring's all about, because lots of people like to do the Razorback Mohawk Alien. So I got my drill in reverse. I'm holding the Clapton while my drill reverses. But I'm not going too crazy because I don't want it to unwind on me. I'm pinching the Clapton in different spaces that feel tight. Putting my drill in reverse. And letting the core spin underneath of it. I just want all this to get loose so I could pull it off somehow. I gotta ask Dwayne Rambo because I know he's done these a lot, and it seems like he doesn't have a problem decoring these. So now I'm just declapping it from each end. Just anything I could do to loosen it up from this core. There it is. I just held it, went in reverse, and it uncoiled on me. Luckily it only did a little bit. Alright, it's somewhat loose down this whole thing. So I'm going to clip my core here, and I'm going to try this old school way of decoring, which is I put my drill in the forward motion. This is just fucking it up. No, I'm completely fucking this up. Yep. There's gotta be a trick to this decoring thing. The one came off so smooth, so easy yesterday. I'm gonna do one more run, one more small run. And get a new AC unit. What's fucked up is I had a quieter one in here, but it was better than the one downstairs, than this one, so we switched it. But I literally only use it, like, I guess I use it a lot, like 10 hours a week. Alright. Let me try the Canthal. I'm wondering if the cores matter, what kind of metal's on there. That's basically what I'm thinking. Yeah, exactly. When you're an ex-addict, you don't do anything halfway. You go full out balls to the wall and everything. You gotta be an addict at everything you do. It's the addictive personality. If you use it for something good or constructive, it could be a good thing instead of a bad thing. Yes, sir. I only got a little bit of 0.2 left on this spool anyway. Oh, I got no 0.2 left on this spool. Oh shit, wish I would've went the full way with this. This ain't gonna be enough for anything but a staple coil or something. Let me show you that 0.3 works anyway. I don't want to use up all my 0.2 right now. And I only use 0.3 nichrome for Claptoning, Sukas. So 0.3 ribbon. I've really got to figure out this decor thing. This is like my new thing. It's figuring this fucking thing out. damn it. So what I really think what's happening with this ribbon, why it's not decoring, is I think it's, I'm actually positive that it's digging a little groove into the 26. I'll show you why I think this. You see that? This is bare 26. After I just took that ribbon off. Yeah, it might be the clamps too tight. But the thing is I used the freaking clamp on every one that I've decored successfully. Yeah, it's digging right into that freaking 26. So I'm gonna give it one more shot. And if I can't get a little bit out of this, I'm gonna have to try it off camera and get back to you guys how I'm decoring it successfully. Because right now, I don't know how I got the one off and not the rest. I did a long bit too. The one that I got off. Or the couple that I got off. I didn't even just only get one off. I actually have a decor right over there I did a second time. Wow, so point 3 is much more challenging. You have to pay more attention to it, that's for sure. But I got it. It's also digging into my clamp way more. It just put a nice groove in my clamp that I could probably use for something else, actually. It's probably a good groove to have. Put this big ass groove in there just now. Alright. So I think I know where I'm going wrong. I don't think that first time I took the core out and unraveled the point 3. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe they should both be able to spin at least a little bit. Yeah, because I should be able to decore this right now. Come on. I know it's gonna come off. Just this little bit. There it is. Boom. Whew. Alright. What time is it? 2:33? Or that's how long this video is. Uno mas. Uno mas with point 2, using that same theory. Uno mas. That's one more. One more for you guys who aren't extremely fluent in Spanish. And I don't think a long run is smart to do. I would do one coil worth. Especially just for practice until you get how to do it. Closed peg spring. I don't know if I know what that is. I don't want to try it now because I like how this works, but I'm going to try a smaller version of this one day. This isn't as tight, but I don't think it matters. I don't know. I don't think it matters how tight the clamp is, because either way you need the same amount of pressure to get it. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. I'll try it. I'll try it one day. It just sucks that when you get something and you know you've already got it successfully, when you can't duplicate that, that's when it really gets on your nerves. Like if I never got it before, this wouldn't be bothering me as much. But the fact that I've done it a couple times already is making me wonder, why am I doing it wrong now? I'm using the same tools, the same wire. So I'm going to stick that in my drill chuck. Clapped it out a bit, just like I did that time. Oh, bastard. Whatever, I got enough on here to practice. I just fucked it up again. I'm done with this tonight. Alright, it's tight on there up to here. So, if it messes up down here a little bit, you know, do a coil's worth and then a little bit more. So if this messes up down here, no big deal. Just trash that bit. There it is. This is, yeah. So basically make sure both wires are spinning. Obviously the core is spinning more than the Clapton wire. But don't take it out of the drill like I did that first time. Don't do that. Alright, looks like I made me a little mess here. There's some yellow stuff from my clamp. This is the 0.3. Definitely got to ultrasonic clean this shit. So there, I messed up at this point, and I got that, what is that called? Armadillo wire, kinda. Cool, just seeing how it just goes to being flat to slowly standing up and then standing up and then falling back down. This is a Razorback I did yesterday that came out damn near perfect. So to the eye it just looks like a Clapton, really, until you get a side profile view of it. This is what happens when you untwist it, but when it gets really bad it just totally unravels. And it's a long ass wire. So, something I'm learning myself right now to perfect. It's a pretty cool concept. Doesn't vape that great, but it's pretty amazing that that shit could stand up like that. So I'm going to pretty much wrap up this video. It'll be up. Tuesday will be the next live video on YouTube. I might go on live tomorrow on Instagram. I got a couple coils that have to go out that I gotta get done. So, look on there if you're not doing nothing. Maybe I'll be on there. It'll be later on in the day, though, because I got work tomorrow. I had work all weekend. Alright, guys, yeah, she is ornery. Yeah, Jeff, it'll be on YouTube, so you can catch the first half later. And Jeff, everything's here. I got the wire, I got the juice, wire. I just gotta finish a couple of the builds that have to go out. Obviously, the RDA's here. Yeah, I always like Zombies packaging. It's all nice and clean. Get your little sticker. Zombies.com if you want to check it out. My two favorites are the juices that I actually got for the giveaway. I actually got myself a couple bottles too. Zomberries and Undead Cream are my two favorites. So Undead Cream is like it's creamy vanilla milk, and it's very good. It's very different from other custards or vanillas that you'll taste. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's very different in a good way. Like, it's not like just a custard that you'll have all the time. And then Zomberries is probably my favorite. It's a tie between these two. Zomberries is 3 different strawberry extracts with a sweet, rich Bavarian cream. Really good. Also, a very different strawberry cream than you'll get. Very different in taste than any other strawberries and cream. They're like very well made. Very well made juices. They've been around for years and years and years. So I'm going to, I talk to them, and I'm going to try to get a giveaway going pretty often with their juice. So even if I have little giveaways with juice and just coils, that costs me nothing but shipping and wire. But you know, wire's fairly cheap. So if I could do that like once a month, that would be awesome. It'll get people to try the juice, and I think I've given out a lot of bottles of this in giveaways, and almost everybody has reordered it again. So check them out. But they have 7 flavors, 8 flavors. They have like a really good, if you like praline, they have like an awesome praline flavor. I don't even like praline, but I like that one. And a banana cream that's really good. Really good banana cream. Price is, these are 30 mils, and I believe they put them down to 15. They used to be 25 when everybody was selling 30 mils for 25. But I think now they're 15 or $16. I think they're 16. I'll get back to you on that. Obviously, I haven't had to buy it in a while, but yeah, I think they're 16 a 30. So it's right in that price, kinda, with 60 mils for 25. You know, you gotta pay more when you only get 15 or 30 mils. Yeah, the banana cream, it's called Brainana cream, is really good. That's actually the latest one that I vaped. And it's good mixing them too. I've mixed a lot of these. Brainana pie, actually. Banana cream pie. This is the profile. Banana cream pie. Yep. zombieseatjuice.com. There's a couple reviews out there too, so go look at reviewers who have no ties to the company. There's a couple reviews of Zombie Liquid. I think Zophie Vapes is her name, does it? There's a couple. They've been out since I've been vaping. I mean, that company's over 3 years old. Maybe 4 years old. But, alright guys. Check out Zombies, Pure Atomist, The Resistance Crew, Fresh 03. Thanks for hanging out. Go check out his YouTube if you haven't already. Go check out the Omi Mark on Instagram. He's doing his giveaway for 1,000 followers. So go check him out. I'm seeing his stuff get reposted like crazy for the giveaway. So go check that out, get in the giveaway. He's got some pretty cool stuff there. And yeah. Go check out all that stuff. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you Tuesday. Yeah, Fresh, I'll let you know about Friday. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Thanks. Kenny, Soko, Fresh. I can't put the name list up here. On Instagram, I could press on this and see everybody that's in the chat, but I can't. So bye, everybody.